3I Atlas didn't enter our solar system to entertain anyone, and carrying a chemical signature that instantly marked it as foreign. December is the only month we get a clear shot at. Understanding what this thing actually is before it leaves and becomes another unsolved file. The missing dust tail, the strange asymmetry in its coma, the ear-shaped jets, the CO-heavy composition, nothing about it matches the behavior of comets that formed around our sun. That's exactly why scientists are treating it like a problem, not a spectacle. 3I Atlas was first flagged on the Atlas survey system because its speed and path made no sense for a normal comet. It wasn't looping around the sun. It was slicing through the system on a hyperbolic orbit, the kind you get only when something comes from outside and isn't staying. The data showed it would pass the sun, turn, and leave again without ever becoming bound. That alone put it in the same rare category as Oumuamua and Borisov, except Atlas has already managed to behave differently from both. As it moved inward, astronomers expected the typical show: a brightening core, a forming tail, heavy sublimation as sunlight hit its surface. Instead, most telescopes caught something almost muted. A coma was there, but dim. The tail was nearly absent, or too thin to pick up even with long exposures. The shape wasn't smooth either. Under enhanced resolution, there were two uneven extensions on opposite sides of the coma, like two short plumes trying to escape at an angle. Those are the so-called ears, not an official term, but the shape is too specific to ignore. Dual jets mean the surface isn't uniform. It means different regions are heating differently, releasing gas at different rates, and pushing the whole object slightly off its expected path. That's where the bigger problem starts. Non-gravitational acceleration is normal when a comet outgasses, but Atlas is showing acceleration without the kind of visible dust activity that explains it. The thrust is real, but the evidence is faint. That's why scientists are calling it an interstellar puzzle rather than a predictable comet. Either the jets are low dust and mostly gas, or the geometry is hiding them, or Atlas has a structure that doesn't match the bodies we grew up studying inside our system. Then the James Webb Space Telescope stepped in and pulled apart its chemical signature. The ratio of carbon dioxide to water was nothing like what we see in most comets here. Way heavier on CO. That means Atlas formed in a colder, different region where CO ice was stable, or the water ice has already been depleted over millions of years drifting through interstellar space. Its color profile backs this up. Redder, more processed. Dust grains that have been through radiation hell. You don't get that from a young body. You get it from an object that has been exposed for a very, very long time. While everyone expected December to be the big visual moment, what scientists actually want now is the behavior. Will the ears shift? Will new jets appear? Will the coma collapse as Atlas swings past perihelion? A fragmenting event isn't impossible. When an interstellar object heats unevenly, cracks form. Oumuamua didn't have a visible coma at all, but still accelerated. Borisov fragmented. Atlas could show traits from either side. Every day in December is another data point before the thing vanishes from reach. The closest Earth distance, 1.8 astronomical units, still keeps it far. You're not looking at a bright sky object. You're looking at something only professional and advanced amateur SYSTEMS can reliably pick up. That's why December matters. This is the last month for clean, unobstructed imaging before the sun's glare and outbound trajectory bury it. As it leaves, the only thing we'll have left is the collected data. Its light curves, its CO-heavy spectrum, its distorted coma, those asymmetric jets, and the trajectory shift that doesn't perfectly match solar heating models. Scientists are already running simulations of its outbound path. Jupiter's gravity will nudge it, but nothing will trap it. After this month, Atlas returns to deep space, carrying whatever internal structure layered ice, and interstellar dust it was built from. Objects like this don't visit often. They don't come with invitations. They don't repeat their approach. We get one pass, one chance to record everything, and that's it.